All right, everybody, we just recently have gotten our hands on the new Mercury Avator. This is 100% electric. There's no gas, there's no lubrication, there's nothing of that nature. It's super simple. You have a battery, you charge it, you drop it in, and you go. It's simple, it's super quiet. Is it for everything? No, but this is something that we've been using the last few days and it has really gotten our attention. And we're gonna walk you through some of the use cases for this motor. And one of the first things that I noticed right away with the sleek design of this motor is the form factor and the sheer size of it. It's really not much bigger than a 9.9 or a little 3-horse or something of that nature. It's very small, and the cool thing about it is it is as portable as it could ever be. We have a quick release right here, and it slides right off of this pivot. This is where you steer, and this is the mounting bracket. This bracket weighs 6 pounds. The motor itself, in total, with the bracket, the motor, excluding the battery, is 43 pounds. And I'll show you a cool little feature too. With the handle is very adjustable, and you can lock it into position. Boom, look at that. Away I go. You can throw this in the back of your trunk. You can throw this in the back of your truck, your Tesla. You can strap it to a float plane. You can do whatever you want with this thing. Wherever you go, it will go. So I know what you guys might be thinking. Well, how far does it go? How long does it last? This is the 7.5e, and that means it is 750 watts. That equates to about a 1 horsepower internal combustion engine. But because it's electrified, this has a thrust and the acceleration of about a 3.5 internal combustion engine. Electrification has made our lives a lot easier, and it's no different when it comes to this motor. Life gets really busy, and maintaining any gas-related motors, it takes some maintenance and fresh gas and fresh oil, and this doesn't take any of that. So it's really simple, and it just works. And just the other day, I took it for a little spin, and we went all the way across the lake and back, and I still had 25% battery, and it was several miles to get there and back. And it was a successful little day of fishing, and I had a blast with it. And one of the things I noticed right away is the maneuverability. It's a really easy handling motor. The thrust is right there, and it's incredibly responsive. With instant reverse and instant forward, you can do a lot of things to keep on fish or do whatever it is you're doing. And that's what it's designed for. Your runtime, your distance, this all depends entirely on what vessel you put this motor on. Mercury spec'd out the 7.5e, and it was pretty amazing because they were able to go 60 minutes, which got them about 5 miles at wide open. And then once they bumped it down to about 25% power, they were able to go 19 hours for 34 miles. So I thought that was pretty wild. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to performance is your environmental conditions, the style of boat that you have, and how much weight you have in the boat. It's just one of those things I like to keep in mind. This is a little Tracker Grizzly, weighs about 130 pounds, and this motor worked flawlessly with it. And depending on what boat you put it on, you're gonna have to just toy a little bit with the distance and the run times, but you also do have that nice handy display that will show you your percentages and your run times. Otherwise, if you're just starting to figure this thing out, we can carry an extra tank of gas. Just kidding, our extra battery. I never did need the extra battery. I was able to get from one end of the lake and back, no problem in this boat. it is always nice to just have an extra battery on hand for a little peace of mind. Anytime you can stay quiet, your chances of success go way up. And same goes for hunting. You know, whether you're a duck hunter or maybe even a deer hunter, you can slip into a roosting area and literally be undetected under the cover of darkness. Whether you're an angler or a hunter or somebody that just loves to enjoy time out on the water, this is something that is really, really nice. It's so quiet. You can get in, you can get out, and there's not gonna be a lot that knows of your presence. Now, there's several applications that we've covered, and there's a lot more out there that we haven't. You can take this motor and you can run with it, make it your own and do what you please with it. But one of the things I think back to when I was a little kid getting into fishing is taking the little tinner out with a pair of oars, and my buddy and I would go out to the mouth of a creek and throw the anchor out, and to have something like this would have been amazing. We would have had so much fun with this. There's a lot of technology packed into this motor, but that's what the beauty of it is. It makes it so simple. The guys here at Wired2fish, we're all fairly hardcore anglers, and let's be entirely honest, not everybody is like that. Most people want to take off and go for a little morning or an afternoon crappie fish where you have to go a couple miles. Drop the battery in and you're off and running. So I think the simplicity of it, the intimidation factor is very low, and I think it's just a great option for up and coming generations of anglers or people that just enjoy being out on the water.